Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're a fan of thrilling, edge-of-your-seat movies, then you're in for a treat today. In this video, we're diving into the top 8 best thriller movies you absolutely need to stream in 2025 on Tubi and Amazon Prime Video. Whether you're into mind-bending plots, gripping mysteries, or intense action, these films will keep you hooked from start to finish. So, grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's explore these must-watch thrillers together. Number 8. Accident Man. Accident Man is a British action thriller film directed by Jesse V. Johnson and based on the underground comic strip by Pat Mills and Tony Skinner. The film stars Scott Adkins, who also co-wrote the screenplay, as Mike Fallon, a cold, calculated professional assassin known in criminal circles as the Accident Man. His calling card is making his hits look like unfortunate mishaps, freak accidents that draw no suspicion. Mike operates in a secret society of hired killers in London, each with their own deadly signature and personality. He frequents a local pub that acts as the neutral meeting ground for assassins. Fallon's world is turned upside down when he discovers that his ex-girlfriend, Beth, has been murdered in a setup that appears more suspicious than accidental. Fueled by grief and guilt over his past with Beth, Mike begins to investigate the circumstances surrounding her death. The film balances gritty violence with sharp British wit, showcasing Scott Adkins' action prowess alongside his efforts to build a character-driven revenge story. Critically, Accident Man received praise for its inventive action sequences, its commitment to comic book roots, and Adkins' magnetic performance. The film holds a 71% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, with viewers applauding its fresh take on the assassin genre and its mix of violence and offbeat humor. While some reviews noted the low-budget feel, many admired the film's energy and the charm of its cast. In 2022, the story continued with Accident Man, Hitman's Holiday, a sequel that sees Mike Fallon on new adventures, this time in Malta, facing even deadlier foes, while still trying to maintain his twisted moral code. The sequel retained the over-the-top tone and expanded the world of the character, solidifying Fallon as a cult favorite anti-hero in modern action cinema. Number 7. The Rover. The Rover is Australian dystopian drama directed by David Michaud and co-written with Joel Edgerton. Set 10 years after a global economic collapse, the film takes place in a harsh, lawless Australian outback where society has broken down and survival is the only rule. The story follows Eric, played by Guy Pearce, a quiet and ruthless drifter whose only possession, his car, is stolen by a gang of criminals. In pursuit of the thieves, Eric encounters Ray, Robert Pattinson, the wounded and mentally slow younger brother of one of the gang members. As the two form an uneasy partnership, they embark on a tense and dangerous journey across the desolate landscape. The film explores themes of morality, desperation, and the thin line between civilization and chaos. Critics praise The Rover for its stark atmosphere, haunting visuals, and strong performances. Guy Pearce delivers a raw and stoic performance, while Robert Pattinson was widely recognized for breaking away from his earlier roles, offering a vulnerable and complex portrayal of Ray. The minimalist dialogue and unsettling tone contribute to a bleak but compelling cinematic experience. The film premiered at the 2014 Cannes Film Festival and received generally positive reviews. It holds a 67% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, with critics highlighting its tension, visuals, and acting, though some noted its slow pacing and ambiguous storytelling. Despite modest box office returns, The Rover has earned a reputation as a powerful and gritty post-apocalyptic character study. Number 6. A Field in England. A Field in England is a British historical psychological horror film directed by Ben Wheatley and written by Amy Jump. Set during the English Civil War, the story follows a group of deserters who escape a battle and encounter an enigmatic alchemist named O'Neill. Under his control, the group begins a surreal and unsettling search for hidden treasure in a field, descending into hallucinations and madness. Shot in striking black and white, the film combines elements of period drama, psychedelic horror, and experimental cinema. It uses unusual editing, sound design, and visual techniques, including strobe effects and disorienting montages, to create a dreamlike, often nightmarish atmosphere. The cinematography by Laurie Rose captures the field as both a vast, open landscape and an oppressive, claustrophobic space. Critics praised the film's originality and daring style. The Guardian called it grisly and visceral, an occult, monochrome psychedelic breakdown, while RogerEbert.com noted that Ben Wheatley's direction is so original, at times almost indescribably so. Although its abstract narrative and avant-garde tone may not appeal to all viewers, A Field in England has earned acclaim as a bold and visionary work of British cinema. Number 5. The Captive. Directed by Adam Egoyan, The Captive is a psychological thriller that delves deep into the dark, harrowing reality of child abduction, trauma, and the painful aftermath. Set in the cold, desolate landscape of Ontario, the film follows Matthew Ryan Reynolds, whose life is torn apart when his young daughter, Cassandra, is abducted during a brief moment of inattention. What unfolds is a tale of guilt, grief, and the relentless pursuit of answers. The film uses a non-linear narrative, shifting between the past and present, to unravel the mystery of Cassandra's abduction. Years after the kidnapping, Matthew and his wife, Tina Morel Enos, are both fractured by their loss, each coping in their own way. Tina is consumed by grief, while Matthew's obsessive search for his daughter uncovers a disturbing world of child exploitation. Visually, The Captive excels in creating a chilling, atmospheric environment. The cold, barren landscapes mirror the internal desolation of the characters. The cinematography and sound design work hand in hand to amplify the film's sense of unease and tension, making it feel as though danger is always lurking just beneath the surface. For those willing to endure its emotional weight and occasional narrative confusion, The Captive offers a chilling, complex portrait of grief, guilt, and the lengths to which a parent will go to reclaim a lost child. Number 4. Six Souls. Souls is a chilling and atmospheric supernatural thriller directed by Måns Moreland and Bjorn Stein, featuring standout performances from Julianne Moore and Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. The film blends psychological elements with horror in a way that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. The story revolves around Dr. Kara Harding, Julianne Moore, a forensic psychiatrist who, initially skeptical about dissociative identity disorder, becomes entangled in a mind-bending case when she meets Adam, Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. Adam's multiple personalities are not just random, they are the souls of murder victims, leading to a web of mystery that unravels with each new layer. As Kara delves deeper into Adam's psyche, she is forced to confront terrifying truths about the human mind and the supernatural. Moore's performance is compelling, capturing the vulnerability and determination of Dr. Harding as she navigates the complexities of the case. Myers, on the other hand, showcases his impressive versatility by portraying a range of personalities, each more eerie than the last. The dual performances are one of the film's greatest strengths, adding a level of depth to the narrative that keeps it gripping and intriguing. Six Souls is a suspenseful and immersive horror film that stands out for its gripping performances, eerie atmosphere, and thought-provoking exploration of the mind. It's a great pick for anyone looking for a psychological horror experience that combines both heart-stopping scares and emotional depth. Number 3. A Lonely Place to Die. A Lonely Place to Die is a thrilling, high-stakes action film that masterfully blends heart-pounding suspense with the rugged beauty of the Scottish Highlands. Directed by Julian Gilby, this 2011 survival thriller takes audiences on a harrowing journey through some of the most breathtaking landscapes in the UK, where danger is lurking not just in the wilderness, but also from human predators. The story centers on a group of mountaineers, led by the determined Alison, Melissa George, who stumble upon a young girl buried alive in the remote hills. What starts as a mission to rescue an innocent life quickly spirals into a nightmare as they find themselves pursued by ruthless kidnappers intent on reclaiming the girl at any cost. As they battle both the treacherous terrain and the merciless criminals, the tension escalates, making it impossible to look away. The pacing of the film is spot on, allowing the tension to build gradually while never losing sight of the stakes at hand. It balances action, suspense, and emotional depth, offering more than just a standard thriller. At its core, A Lonely Place to Die is a story about survival, trust, and the lengths people will go to protect one another when the odds are stacked against them. A Lonely Place to Die is a pulse-pounding, visually stunning survival thriller that will keep you captivated from beginning to end. With its solid performances, breathtaking cinematography, and relentless suspense, it's a must-watch for fans of action-packed thrillers with a psychological edge. Whether you're into mountaineering, intense survival stories, or just love a good cat-and-mouse chase, this film will not disappoint. Number 2. Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. Before the Devil Knows You're Dead is a taut and compelling crime thriller directed by Sidney Lumet, marking a triumphant return to form for the veteran filmmaker. The film delves into the unraveling lives of two brothers, Andy and Hank, portrayed by Philip Seymour Hoffman and Ethan Hawke, respectively. Facing financial ruin, they devise a plan to rob their parents' jewelry store, believing it to be a victimless crime. However, the heist spirals into chaos, leading to unforeseen consequences that affect their family and themselves. The narrative unfolds non-linearly, offering multiple perspectives and adding layers of complexity to the story. Lumet's direction ensures that the tension builds steadily, keeping the audience engaged throughout. The performances are outstanding, with Hoffman delivering a portrayal of desperation and moral ambiguity, while Hawke complements him with a character torn between loyalty and guilt. The film's exploration of themes such as family dynamics, betrayal, and the consequences of one's actions resonates deeply, making it a standout in the crime thriller genre. Before the Devil Knows You're Dead is a masterclass in storytelling, offering a gripping and thought-provoking cinematic experience. Number 1. The Loft. The Loft is a gripping psychological thriller that expertly weaves tension, intrigue, and a whirlwind of emotions. Directed by Eric Van Looy, this film is a sharp exploration of infidelity, trust, and the consequences of secrecy. Set against the luxurious yet claustrophobic backdrop of a high-end urban loft. The story revolves around 5 friends: Vincent, Carl Urban, Chris, James Marsden, Luke Wentworth Miller, Marty, Eric Stonestreet, and Philip, Matthias Schoenaerts, who share a secret, a private loft used exclusively for their extramarital affairs. What seems like a thrilling escape for these men soon turns into a nightmare when the body of a young woman is discovered in the loft, and each one begins to suspect the other of murder. As the plot unfolds, the tension is palpable, and the line between friends and enemies blurs. The film's non-linear storytelling keeps the audience on their toes, gradually unraveling each character's dark secrets and desires. The twisty plot, paired with sharp editing, builds a sense of claustrophobia that mirrors the characters' internal turmoil. Each scene feels like it's tightening the grip on both the characters and the audience, and by the end, it leaves you breathless. What makes The Loft truly exceptional is its ability to build tension without relying on excessive violence or gore. The real horror lies in the unraveling of friendships, the manipulation of trust, and the devastating consequences of betrayal. The Loft itself is a brilliant metaphor for the characters' entrapment in their own lies and desires, providing a stunning visual element to the story's themes. The Loft is a masterclass in suspenseful storytelling, offering a dark, thrilling ride from start to finish. With its strong performances, clever plot, and a chilling atmosphere, this film will keep you on the edge of your seat. If you enjoy psychological thrillers with a twist, this is definitely one to watch. Well, this is it. Share your impressions in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to never miss a good movie again.